Hey y'all, welcome to another edition of Primary Tackles, Tips and Tactics. I've got our Major League Fishing Pro Circuit fisherman, Jimmy Washam, here with us today, and we are going to be talking a little bit about Rapala DTs. So,
Uh-oh.
I'm knocking stuff over here. So, for a springtime bait, the DTs 4, 6, 10, hard bait to beat. So we're going to talk a little bit today about why is it such a good bait, and some colors and where to fish it and that kind of thing. So, Jimmy, let's just kind of go into it. I know it's one of your favorite baits that you like to throw, particularly this time of year. Why is that? What makes this bait such a great bait this time of year?
A little crankbait will, for whatever reason, it just gets bites from small fish, big fish, all the fish. It's a great cold water bait. It's been that way for me since I can remember fishing. I love balsa. That's one of the best price point, best quality, best balsa baits that you can put your hands on. Got a very finessey little rattle in it, and it's just a fish catcher and cool water especially. The 4, it is a bait that I have fished even up to post spawn fish. I've caught a lot of fish in the winter and early spring on it, but that little 4 is even a great bait on up into like May when the fish are acting funny. What I really like about the bill that you'll find on that DT4 is you can fish it around grass, vegetation, comes through wood really good, but grass is that bill really does well in grass, and what you can do is when it gets down in it, you can let it back out and it'll clean itself. Now the 6 is my favorite for rock transitions, just going down a bank and chunking and winding. That 6 is, with that type of bill on it, I think it's probably performs a little bit better as far as a fish catcher in that 50-degree water mark. I really like it in those red colors like Demon this time of year. And then you go up to the DT10. The DT10 is same great quality. It's good for if you just want to get that bait a little bit deeper, have a little bit bigger profile. The bill on that one is kind of a cross between the 4 and the 6 as far as the action you get. Still got a tight wobble, but you can really grind it on the bottom well. Comes over cover well, and it's just a great bait for that 8 to 10, 11 foot range. So as far as the setups go, throwing the 4 and the 6, what I really like is if I'm trying to make pinpoint cast, I'll go with a 7-foot rod with 12-pound line is a good all around. If I'm around cover, you can throw it on heavier line. In the grass, I'll throw that DT4 on 14-pound. I just feel like it holds up better in the grass. If I'm making pinpoint cast, the 7-foot medium action rod with the, I don't like a really slow reel on these DTs because they're effortless to retrieve, and you're really not needing that real slow gear ratio. I like to impart a lot of stop and go in them and be able to catch up to fish in shallower water that might hit it and run at me. So something in the seven gear ratio range, and that's what I'll throw the 4 and the 6 on. If I'm making really long casts with a 6 and really not pinpointing, say I'm fishing bars or just a transition bank or something of that nature, I like a 7.3 medium action. 12, I'll even go down to 10 if that's the case, if I'm in an open water scenario with that 6, especially get a little more depth out of it. And then the 10, same setup. I really like the 7.3 medium action on 10-pound test line. I'll take you back to St. Clair this last year. I was throwing that DT10, and I was pulling fish. I could get bottom in 14 foot of water, but I was making really, really long casts with wind at my back. So that gives you an idea on 10-pound line, a long cast, how deep that 10 will get. So that's the basics on the setup. Anytime you're trying to have fish keying on bait, and a buoyant crankbait with more of a finessey, tight wobble action is going to fit the bill, then the DT series cannot be beat. This time of year, those red colors are going to catch fish no matter what you put them on. But don't forget about that DT4 around grass. That's a real killer. Fish don't see it a lot. Or around wood, stumps. Really a great series of baits that you really catch them any time of the year. But right now, you're messing up if you don't have one on your deck.
Yep, makes sense. So, guys, we got plenty of them in stock. We got a lot of the DT4s and 6s specifically for spring. So it's a great time to come get you a few. Appreciate it, Jimmy. I appreciate you coming out and doing some videos with us today. So, guys, you know, always, like we say, remember our sponsors, S.Y. Wilson, Billy Ross at Crawl Cane. If you're looking for a good guide on Pickwick, Kentucky Lake, the Wolf River, for if you want something that's totally different, go see Billy. Jimmy and Jeremy from Black Bass, of course, and those guys do a great job with some jigs and some buzz baits. Matter of fact, I'll be taking one of those little buzz baits down to Seminole with me, I think. So anyway, y'all be good, guys, and we appreciate y'all watching.